Seafood is often praised as one of the healthiest foods you can put on your plate. Doctors, nutritionists, and even longevity researchers constantly recommend fish and shellfish because of their unique nutrients. Omega-3 fatty acids for brain power, vitamin D for bone strength, iodine for thyroid health, and lean protein for muscle maintenance. All of these benefits are concentrated in seafood. But here is the shocking truth. While seafood can be a fountain of health, some choices can quietly sabotage your body, especially after the age of 60. This is not fear-mongering. It is fact. Several of the most popular seafoods in the United States are contaminated with dangerous levels of mercury, packed with harmful chemicals, or raised in unhealthy environments that introduce toxins into your body. Seniors are more vulnerable because the body processes toxins more slowly with age. That means a piece of fish that might be neutral for a young adult could trigger memory decline, joint pain, or cardiovascular strain in someone over 65. In today's video, we will separate the good from the bad. You will discover the 4 seafoods you should never eat as a senior, and the 4 seafoods you should eat daily if you want to stay sharp, protect your heart, and maintain energy. Stay until the end, because I will share a golden senior lesson, a simple but powerful seafood strategy inspired by Japanese centenarians that can transform your meals for life. One of the seafoods on the never eat list is consumed by millions of Americans every week, and almost nobody realizes the hidden danger. Why seafood matters for seniors. Seafood is not just another food group. It is one of the most concentrated sources of nutrients available in nature. For seniors, these nutrients are not optional luxuries. They are survival essentials. Let's break this down clearly. First, seafood provides omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These are the exact fats that build the brain, protect neurons, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. Seniors who consume enough omega-3s have better memory, slower cognitive decline, and even a reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. Second, seafood is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin D. Vitamin D is critical for calcium absorption, bone strength, and fall prevention. Seniors who lack vitamin D are more likely to suffer fractures and osteoporosis. Salmon, sardines, and trout are not just tasty, they are functional bone protectors. Third, seafood provides iodine and selenium, 2 minerals that play a vital role in thyroid health and immune defense. As we age, thyroid function naturally slows down. Without adequate iodine, energy levels crash, weight becomes harder to control, and mood can suffer. Selenium protects against oxidative stress and supports the body's natural defense systems. Finally, seafood is lean protein. Seniors need high-quality protein more than ever to prevent muscle loss, known as sarcopenia. With every decade after age 40, muscle mass naturally decreases if we do not actively maintain it. Eating seafood regularly gives seniors the building blocks for strength, balance, and mobility. So the case for seafood is clear. But here is the catch. Not all seafood is created equal. Some choices cancel out the benefits because of mercury, toxins, or industrial farming practices. The challenge for seniors in the United States is not simply eating more fish. The challenge is choosing wisely. So let's dive in, literally. The first part of our journey uncovers the 4 seafood villains you must avoid if you want seafood to be your medicine instead of your poison. 4 seafood seniors should never eat. 1. King mackerel. King mackerel is a striking fish, often large, oily, and seemingly healthy. But appearances deceive. King mackerel is one of the most mercury-loaded fish you can put on your plate. Mercury is a heavy metal, and in the human body, it acts like a silent saboteur. It damages neurons, interferes with memory formation, disrupts balance, and stresses the cardiovascular system. For seniors, this risk is multiplied. As the liver and kidneys age, detoxification slows down. What this means is that mercury accumulates more easily, stays longer, and causes more damage in seniors than in younger people. A single fillet of king mackerel can exceed the recommended weekly mercury intake for adults. Imagine eating this once or twice per week. Over months and years, the accumulation can trigger tremors, confusion, high blood pressure, and even arrhythmias. A safer alternative exists. Instead of king mackerel, choose Atlantic mackerel, also known as Boston mackerel. This smaller species is dramatically lower in mercury and still rich in omega-3 fatty acids. You get the benefits of fish oil without the risks of mercury poisoning. Here's the shocking reality. One portion of king mackerel can contain so much mercury that it exceeds the weekly safety threshold in a single meal. 2. Shark. Shark meat is not common on every plate, but it does appear in certain steakhouses, seafood restaurants, or even sushi menus, often under misleading names. The danger is extreme. Shark sits at the top of the ocean's food chain. As a predator, it accumulates mercury from all the smaller fish it consumes. The result is some of the highest mercury levels of any fish on Earth. For seniors, consuming shark is like injecting your body with neurological stress. Mercury interferes with vitamin D metabolism, weakens bone density, and clouds mental clarity. It can also disrupt cardiovascular stability, raising the risk of irregular heartbeat. Even a single serving can cause temporary neurological symptoms in sensitive individuals, such as tingling, headaches, or difficulty concentrating. If you see shark on a menu, avoid it. If you see fish labeled vaguely as steak fish or flake, double-check. It might actually be shark sold under a disguise. Think about this. Even one serving of shark meat could deliver a mercury load strong enough to trigger fatigue, tremors, or memory fog in older adults. Imported farmed shrimp. Shrimp is the single most popular seafood in the United States. From shrimp cocktails to fried shrimp platters, it appears in restaurants, family dinners, and holiday buffets. But here is the hidden danger. Most shrimp sold in America is imported from overseas farms, primarily in Asia and South America, where regulations on water quality, antibiotics, and farming practices are far weaker than in the United States. Farmed shrimp, raised under poor conditions, often carry residues of antibiotics, pesticides, and even industrial pollutants. Seniors who consume these shrimp are not simply eating protein. They are also consuming a cocktail of substances that can disrupt the gut microbiome, reduce antibiotic effectiveness, and trigger inflammation. The problem is not shrimp itself. Shrimp as a species is low in mercury and naturally rich in protein, selenium, and astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant. The danger lies in where the shrimp comes from and how it is raised. The solution is simple. Choose wild-caught U.S. shrimp or shrimp, certified by trusted sustainable seafood organizations. Domestic wild shrimp are subject to stricter safety standards and are far less likely to contain harmful chemicals. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The shrimp cocktail on your restaurant plate may look harmless, but it could be carrying invisible toxins that silently harm your body. 4. Tilefish, from the Gulf of Mexico. Tilefish is not a household name, but it represents one of the most dangerous seafood options in U.S. waters. The problem with tilefish is its extreme contamination with mercury and industrial pollutants. According to the FDA, tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico ranks among the worst offenders, containing mercury levels high enough to cause neurological damage, even in adults. For seniors, Eating tilefish is like throwing fuel on the fire of aging. Mercury in tilefish attacks the nervous system, leading to tingling in the extremities, numbness, or muscle weakness. Over time, repeated exposure can damage the brain's ability to process information and erode fine motor skills. What makes tilefish even more dangerous is mislabeling. Unscrupulous sellers sometimes market tilefish as snapper or grouper, tricking consumers into believing they are buying a safer fish. Seniors who believe they are ordering snapper may actually be consuming a mercury-laden tilefish fillet. The best defense is awareness. Know what you are ordering. Stick to trusted restaurants and fishmongers. And if the menu offers suspiciously cheap snapper, think twice before eating. The worst part is this. Tilefish is often mislabeled, meaning you could be eating one of the most toxic fish in America without even realizing it. At this point, you know the 4 seafood villains: king mackerel, shark, imported farmed shrimp, and Gulf tilefish. These are the choices that can sabotage your health and quietly undo the benefits of a seafood-rich diet. But the story is not all negative. The ocean is also filled with incredible superfoods that seniors should not just enjoy occasionally but eat daily. These seafood heroes deliver the omega-3s, vitamins, and minerals your body craves without the toxic burden. Now let's flip the script. You have seen the seafood you should never eat. Next, I will reveal the 4 seafood seniors should eat daily. Choices that can strengthen your heart, sharpen your memory, and even slow down the visible signs of aging. 4 seafood seniors should eat daily. 1. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon. Salmon is one of the most studied fish in the world, and for good reason. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon is not only safe, but also extraordinarily beneficial. It is packed with omega-3 fatty acids that nourish the brain, reduce inflammation, and protect against heart disease. Seniors who eat salmon regularly have been shown in clinical studies to experience slower rates of cognitive decline and better cardiovascular health. Beyond omega-3s, salmon is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin D. Seniors often face vitamin D deficiency because of reduced sun exposure and less efficient skin synthesis. 1 serving of salmon can provide up to 100% of the daily vitamin D requirement, directly supporting bone density and immune strength. Salmon also contains astaxanthin, a natural antioxidant that gives the fish its pink color. Astaxanthin protects the eyes from age-related degeneration, supports skin elasticity, and helps reduce oxidative stress. The key detail is to choose wild-caught Alaskan salmon, not farmed Atlantic salmon. Farmed salmon often contains higher levels of contaminants, including PCBs and artificial dyes. Alaskan salmon is naturally nutrient-dense and raised in cleaner waters. Want to know the anti-aging secret of Alaskan elders? It is this pink powerhouse of nutrition. 2. Sardinas. Sardines may not be glamorous, but they are a nutritional giant in a small package. These tiny fish are low on the food chain, which means they accumulate almost no mercury. They are extremely safe, even for daily consumption. Nutritionally, sardines are a treasure chest. They contain high levels of calcium, making them one of the best seafood choices for bone density. A single can of sardines provides more calcium than a glass of milk, which is critical for seniors at risk of osteoporosis. Sardines are also loaded with vitamin B12, a nutrient many seniors lack due to reduced absorption with age. Vitamin B12 is essential for red blood cell production, neurological health, and energy metabolism. Deficiency can lead to fatigue, memory problems, and even depression. In addition, sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, offering the same brain and heart benefits as salmon, but at a fraction of the cost. They are also shelf-stable and easy to store, making them a practical choice for seniors. One can of sardines contains more calcium than a full glass of milk and delivers brain-boosting omega-3s at the same time. Oysters are often underestimated, but they are among the most nutrient-dense seafoods available. For seniors, oysters provide a concentrated source of zinc, a mineral critical for immune function, wound healing, and cellular repair. Adequate zinc levels help seniors fight off infections more efficiently and recover faster from minor injuries. Beyond zinc, oysters are rich in vitamin B12, selenium, and copper. Vitamin B12 supports red blood cell production and neurological health, helping prevent memory loss and fatigue. Selenium acts as a powerful antioxidant, reducing oxidative stress and protecting heart health, while copper contributes to bone strength and cardiovascular function. Oysters are also high in protein and low in fat, making them ideal for seniors who need to maintain muscle mass without excessive caloric intake. Eating oysters regularly supports energy, endurance, and overall vitality without exposing the body to harmful toxins, as long as they are sourced from clean waters. Oysters are like a natural multivitamin from the ocean, packed with nutrients that many seniors are missing in their daily diet. Rainbow trout, especially U.S. farmed varieties, is another excellent seafood option for seniors. It is raised in controlled, clean water environments, ensuring low mercury levels and minimal contaminants. This makes it exceptionally safe for daily consumption. Nutritionally, rainbow trout provides high-quality protein, essential for maintaining muscle mass and metabolic health. It also contains omega-3 fatty acids that support cardiovascular health and cognitive function, as well as a variety of B vitamins that aid energy production and nerve function. One of the advantages of rainbow trout is its gentle flavor and tender texture, which makes it easy to digest, an important consideration for seniors with sensitive digestion. Incorporating trout into weekly meals provides a consistent source of essential nutrients, while avoiding the risks associated with higher mercury or contaminated seafood. Often called the gentle fish, rainbow trout offers a perfect balance of nutrients, safety, and taste for seniors looking to protect their health every day. Now that we've identified the 4 seafoods seniors should eat daily, salmon, sardines, oysters, and trout, it's time to reveal the golden senior lesson. This is a strategy inspired by long-living populations, particularly Japanese centenarians, who have perfected a seafood routine that maximizes benefits while minimizing risks. This simple lesson could change the way you approach seafood forever, helping you stay sharp, energetic, and strong after 60. Golden Senior Lesson: Seafood Strategy for Longevity. Research from Okinawa, Japan, a region renowned for its high population of centenarians, provides a clear insight. Longevity is supported not by eating large amounts of seafood occasionally, but by small, consistent portions of safe, low-mercury fish daily. The key elements of this lesson are: low-mercury variety. Rotate between low-mercury fish such as sardines, trout, and salmon. Avoid high-mercury predators like shark or king mackerel. Small portions. Consume fish in moderate amounts, roughly 3 to 4 ounces per meal. Overeating even safe fish is unnecessary and can strain digestion. Combine with vegetables or seaweed. Pairing seafood with leafy greens or seaweed provides additional minerals, antioxidants, and fiber that enhance absorption and reduce oxidative stress. Consistency over quantity. Daily inclusion of seafood, rather than occasional indulgence, ensures a steady supply of nutrients like omega-3s, vitamin D, and selenium. By following this approach, seniors can maintain cognitive clarity, cardiovascular stability, strong bones, and consistent energy levels. Essentially, the lesson is, Variety plus moderation equals longevity. This simple principle allows you to enjoy seafood safely and maximize its health benefits over the long term. By now, you have learned a lot about seafood and how it can either help or harm seniors in the United States. Let's recap the critical points so you can make smart choices at the grocery store, at the restaurant, or when planning your weekly meals. First, the seafood you must never eat as a senior. King mackerel, high in mercury, risking neurological and cardiovascular health. Shark, extremely high mercury levels and potential bone and brain impact. Imported farmed shrimp, risk of antibiotics, pesticides, and industrial pollutants. Tilefish, Gulf of Mexico, among the most toxic fish, often mislabeled as snapper or grouper. Avoiding these four seafoods is not optional. Regular consumption of any of them can quietly undermine your health, even if you eat other nutritious foods. Mercury and toxins accumulate over time, and the effects are often subtle until significant damage occurs. Next, the seafood seniors should eat daily to maximize health benefits. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon, rich in omega-3s, vitamin D, and antioxidants for brain, heart, and bone health. Sardines, low mercury, high calcium, vitamin B12, and omega-3s, perfect for bone density and energy. Oysters, zinc, selenium, vitamin B12, and copper for immune function, cellular repair, and neurological health. Rainbow trout, U.S. farmed, lean protein, omega-3s, and B vitamins in a safe, easily digestible fish. Consuming these seafoods consistently supports brain function, cardiovascular health, bone density, and overall vitality. Seniors who make these smart choices are more likely to maintain independence, mobility, and mental clarity as they age. Even small adjustments in your seafood choices can have massive long-term effects on your health, protecting you from memory loss, fatigue, and weakened bones. Practical tips for incorporating safe seafood. Rotate your seafood choices. Don't rely on only one type. Variety ensures a broad range of nutrients and minimizes the risk of exposure to any contaminant. Watch portion sizes. About 3 to 4 ounces per meal is sufficient. Overeating seafood, even safe options, is unnecessary and can strain digestion or metabolism. Pair with vegetables or seaweed. Combining seafood with nutrient-rich vegetables boosts antioxidant intake and improves nutrient absorption. Prioritize wild-caught or U.S. farmed seafood. Always check labels or ask your fishmonger about the source. Avoid cheap imported seafood unless it comes from verified safe farms. Use simple cooking methods. Grilling, baking, or steaming preserves nutrients while reducing added fats or sodium. Avoid heavily fried seafood, which can counteract the health benefits. These practical strategies make it easy for seniors to include seafood in their diet safely, without guesswork or unnecessary risk. Following these tips can turn seafood into a daily ally for your brain, heart, and bones, instead of a hidden threat. Reinforcing the Golden Senior Lesson. Let's return to the Golden Senior Lesson because this is where the real transformation happens. The principle is simple but powerful. Variety plus moderation equals longevity. Rotate low-mercury seafood daily, such as sardines, salmon, trout, or oysters. Keep portions moderate, about 3 to 4 ounces per serving. Pair with nutrient-dense vegetables or seaweed to maximize absorption and reduce oxidative stress. Consistency over quantity. Daily inclusion is more important than occasional indulgence. Seniors who follow this approach enjoy sustained energy, improved memory, reduced inflammation, and stronger bones. It's not a complicated diet, nor is it restrictive. It is a sustainable, long-term approach to healthy aging. By making these changes today, you're not just eating seafood. You're investing in your future health, independence, and quality of life. Now that you know the 4 seafoods to avoid and the 4 to include in your daily diet, it's time to take action. The ocean offers incredible benefits, but only if you make informed, smart choices. Check labels on every seafood purchase. Choose wild-caught or U.S. farmed options for safety and nutrient density. Rotate and portion your seafood consistently. Pair with vegetables to boost absorption and protect against oxidative stress. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with friends or family who could benefit from healthier seafood choices, and subscribe for more Senior Smart nutrition tips. And don't forget to comment below. Which seafood will you include in your daily diet starting this week? Your choice could be the start of a healthier, more energetic, and longer life. Seafood is more than a delicious meal. It is a tool for longevity. By avoiding toxic seafood and embracing nutrient-rich options, seniors can protect their brains, hearts, bones, and energy levels. Small, consistent changes in seafood selection can have profound long-term effects. Remember the principle: avoid the villains, embrace the heroes, rotate wisely, and enjoy in moderation. This is the path to using seafood as a true ally in aging well. Imagine a life after 60 with sharper memory, stronger bones, and consistent energy, all achievable by making smarter seafood choices starting today.